Hello, good evening all, Cyrag here with you, keen EOS fan as you might have already know. I'm going to bring you a series of videos relating to EOS, how to use it, how to get into it, how to send and receive EOS, create new accounts, that sort of thing, and use the highly acclaimed Scatter 10 desktop and quite a variety of its functions. So without further ado, let's get into this and show you how to withdraw EOS from Binance. But first I'm going to show you actually how to create a new account in Scatter, and this is for those who have already loaded their private key into Scatter where it is actually safe. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, so on here, if you first go to get-scatter.com or simply type get scatter into any web search engine, you'll bring up this website here. Plenty of menu bars as you can see on the top there, and just simply download, whether that's for Linux, Mac or Windows. Once installed, we're going to open up the Scatter app. I'll just drag that across and it will ask you here, welcome back, for your password or backup phrase. I've already copied to the clipboard my backup phrase. I've saved that to the Windows notepad and I keep that on a USB stick. So we'll log in now, and this is a sort of home screen, if you like, that the guys have developed so far. It's developed by a team that is NS James and Rami James. I believe they are brothers, but NS James and Rami James are their names on Telegram, and you can find them by typing Scatter into Telegram. So without further ado, you'll have at the top left your balance, names and aliases there. I've got 7 linked accounts, as you can see, and all these here down the middle are all permissions I've got linked. So basically what that means is you will load your private key initially into Scatter where it is safe, and then you will visit a third-party website, whether it's DexEOS, which is this one here, which is a EOS decentralized exchange, EOS Bet Dice rolling game, amongst other things. And then simply, when you visit that site, it will ask you to log in. When you click log in, it will ask you it will ask Scatter for the permissions to log in without exposing the private key, and that's simply a few clicks and you log straight in. So no need for any remembering of passwords or keys or anything like that. So anyway, I'll show you how to create an account. I'm going to put that one there, which is mine. You can see there's loads of accounts here so far. Notably the Tron mainnet and the Ethereum mainnet. So probably something that might surprise a few of you out there. Created EOS tester 1, EOS tester 2, very original. So if we go to add account, and it's saying here, create a new EOS account. If you want to create a new EOS account on top of this key, or link existing EOS account if you already have an account, but it's not being imported automatically, as well as the mainnets. Telos and Warbly are basically two of the mainnets recently released, taking the EOS.io source code and building upon it, so improving features, whether that be speed of transactions, fees or no fees, the interface, that sort of thing, but with that, so it's not a fork, it's just basically a second layer on top of the EOS.io source code as such, as I believe. So anyway, go off on a tangent, we'll go to create account, and it says on the left here, this account will be used to create the account. So with most EOS I've got, you want to choose the account that has the most EOS basically. So I'll choose my Genesis, and you're banging an account name. I'm going to go for something really original. Inside EOS tester 3. It has to be a 12-digit account name, using letters A to Z and 1 to 5. So I'll put that in now. EOS tester 7. There you go. A to Z, 1 to 5. And it is available, so I've reserved that right. You can choose how much. So what it shows here, it shows your mandatory RAM cost, so 4096 bytes or 4 kilobytes, which is basically 0.2348 EOS. There is actually a RAM EOS market, so basically 4 kilobytes of RAM costs 0.2348 EOS at the moment, so a quarter of what EOS's price is. I think it's about 50 cents or something like that per 4 kilobytes of RAM. So you're looking around 10 pence, 10 cents, that sort of thing for a kilobyte of RAM at the moment. That is, however, a fluctuating market, and you can find these RAM markets and the prices they are on different sites. More on that in a different video, to be honest. So anyway, I'm gonna send for the creation of this account, I don't know, we say 5, no, let's say 10 EOS, so it should chuck 5 into CPU and 5 into net. There's my keys, public keys there, not to worry about showing those because they're not private. And we'll literally create an account. Click that. On my other screen that you can't see, I'll drag it across because I've got 3 screens. Come into scatter here. It's showing all the code here of the action you're going to do. 3 actions in total. You can whitelist it if you want to, so you don't show the allow and deny every time. But I'm going to click and allow in this case. And the transaction is a success. You can click here as well, the hash if you like, to bring up a block explorer showing you that transaction. I'll just drag that in there. And here we go. That's the transaction hash. Been executed. There's your block time. Pending transaction, i.e. irreversible after about approximately 160 to 180 seconds. But that's in there. And here's all the data for that. New user site EOS tester 3, created by EOS Genesis. And there you go. Delegated to the account. Oh well, I was wrong, it's not private EOS. Net or CPU, it's 2.5 EOS to net and 7.5 to CPU. Close the block explorer. Click OK, acknowledge that. Go back. There you go, 8 linked accounts. Scroll down. EOS tester 3. So you saw 7.5 in CPU, I believe, and 2.5 in net. You can click manage on those there, and sorry, unstake those. So by unstaking, you are changing those. There you go, 7.5 in CPU and 2.5 in net. You can move those around as required, depending on what sort of transactions you're doing, whether you need more CPU net, and buy more RAM should you need it. So hopefully that solved how you create a new account on top of an existing one. Thank you for watching.